Welcome to Untitled Tai Chi. Today we're going to do some warm-ups. We're going to do the Shibashi. We're going to do a little bit of basics. You treat this as if you've never done any Tai Chi before or Qigong before. It's a basic Qigong form. Okay, so first thing, we're going to hop out to about shoulder width and just bring our focus into the body. We're taking 3 big deep breaths. Okay, nice big breath in and same again. And one more time. Okay, then in our shoulder width stance, focusing on the lower back, point in the lower back called the Ming Men, about where the lowest or second lowest vertebrae is. We want to feel a little feeling of opening at that point. So we want to allow our tailbone to tuck down so our lower back lengthens. And then turning the body, letting your arms swing. If it's comfortable to look back over your shoulder, let your head turn to look back over your shoulder. Let your arms hit against your body. Try not to have any tension in the arms at all. Let them be loose, let the elbows bend. Back to centre, a little bit of butterfly hands, breath in and then breath out. Finding your own rhythm. If you're comfortable with this movement, always try to find your own rhythm. You don't need to stay in time with me. Breathe in as you open, breathe out as you close. And then we're going to take left hand behind the back, turning the body, both hands up, back to the front, right hand behind the back. Breathe in, breathe out. Back to centre, giving the hips a bit of a circle with the breath. So we're going to do a breath in for one full circle. And a breath out for one full circle, making that circle as large as is comfortable for you, finding your own rhythm, slowing it down a bit, harmonising the movement with your breathing. And same back the other direction, breath in for one full circle, and breath out for one full circle. Back to the centre, giving the shoulders a bit of a roll. Breath in, mind travelling up this line, up the front of the body, up to the crown of the head as you breathe in and draw up, draw the shoulders back. Breath out, mind travels down the back of the head, down to the tip of the tailbone. Breath in, drawing up the front of the body. Breath out, relaxing down the back of the body. Following the microcosmic orbit, up the front, down the back, to the tailbone, to the perineum. When you reach the bottom of the circle, back the other way, mind travelling up the spine to the crown of the head, down the front of the face, down the body, to the perineum and tailbone. Keeping the tip of your tongue gently pressed against the roof of your mouth, just a little behind your front teeth. Okay, that'll shake out. A couple of gentle neck stretches. Imagine you're trying to touch the crown of your head on the ceiling, chin a little bit tucked in, back of the neck nice and long, not straining up, but just trying to be relaxed but gently stretched. And breath out, ear towards your shoulder, keeping your eyes focused to the front. Try not to turn your head to the side, try and keep your face straight ahead. If you pick a spot straight ahead of you and low down, it will help to keep the chin tucked and help to keep your face directly to the front. Breathing out to the side, breathing in to the centre. And this time just imagine there's a big rubber band here stretching as you lean to the side, and it's like you've pulled it and you let it go and your head springs back to centre with little or no effort. Same to the other side. Imagine the rubber band stretching all up here, and then when you let it go, your head returning to centre like it's just springing back with no effort. Next one, breath in, turning. Just the head, try and keep your shoulders and chest to the front. Breath out to relax the centre. Again, looking for the feeling that we generate a stretch. And then just relax to release back to centre. Same to the other side. Finding your own rhythm, breathing in to turn. Breathing out to relax back to centre. Then a breath out, tucking the chin, keeping the back of the neck straight and long, so just bending from the very top of the neck first, then head and shoulders sink forward and down, back, rounding at the back like a bow has been pulled back, and then release the bow and see if you can feel that spring you back to centre, shoulders back, thumbs back, palms open, looking up to the ceiling, front of the body is now stretched, release that stretch to return to centre. And continuing again, chin tucks first, then head and shoulders forward and down, and back to centre. Okay, then we're going to move down to the knees, just giving your knees a little bit of a rub, a few gentle knee bends, straight backwards and forwards. If you've had a knee replacement, continue with this straight backwards and forwards action. If not, just gently circling your knees, nice and soft. Keeping the spine pretty straight, back the other direction, and then down to the ankles, ball of the foot down, opening the knee in as large a circle as comfortable so it circles your hip joint and your ankle, and then back the other way. Again, nice big circle with the knee. Little shake out, same to the other side, nice big circle, and back the other way. Okay, I'm going to get you also now, this one, if you're not confident with your balance, you can just circle your foot around on the floor like this. If you are confident with your balance, or if you're safe hanging on to something, you can lift the knee up and open it out to the corner. Only do that if you're confident with your balance or if you're hanging on to something. Okay, back the other direction. Again, if you're not confident, you can just have the foot circling down here at floor level. Then same to the other side. Settling the weight down into the hip. Knee a little bit bent so this leg is not locked that we're standing on, it's just a little bit bent. And back the other way. A little shake out, give the shoulders and back a bit of a shake, and just a little bounce for a minute to loosen things up. Okay, so we're going to start with the Shibashi form. I'm acting like a mirror. Okay, so we're going to start with the feet fairly close together, stepping out to the left, out to shoulder width, settling into a comfortable stance. Make sure your knees are off lock. We never lock our knees in Tai Chi. And feel the rhythm of your breath. Trying to breathe either really deeply down into the belly so the belly puffs out as you breathe in and sinks in as you breathe out. Or you can try back breathing where it's almost like you're feeling like you've got another lung here and here that you fill up as you breathe in and your belly draws in, and as you breathe out. Okay? That's a more complicated form of Tai Chi breathing. If neither of those is comfortable, just breathe naturally, okay? Our first move is called commencing or raising the chi, and we're breathing in as we come up. Arms have a softness about them, but not floppy. Breath out to sink. And hands coming a little bit closer to each other as they draw up with the breath in, and separating a little with the breath out. Imagine you're moving through the water. There's a little bit of resistance to your movement. and then the water supports the weight of your arms, so they just float down slowly. Each time we're coming up, our legs are straightening a little bit, but never locking. Each time we breathe out, our legs are bending like a bow, compressing a little, and we release that compression to provide the upward energy to come back up. Into broadening the chest. Breath in to come up, opening out nice and wide, right out into the fingertips, and feel the stretch there. If we release those series of stretches through the chest and the arms, they come back to centre, breath out to sit back down, compressing down slightly, and then breath in, coming back up, opening up again. And always trying to have a little bit of bend in your elbows as well. So if we're like this, we'll feel very stiff. If the elbows are just a little bit bent, we have a feeling of slight softness, slight roundness. And a concept the Chinese call pung, which kind of means boing or boinginess, springiness in the body. So if we're straight and stiff, that's not springy. If we're soft and floppy, that's not springy either. We're looking for a feeling like a ball that's fairly inflated but not overinflated. Into our next move, painting the rainbow, turning the body to the right. Breath in as we come up and over, all the way across, and then breath out, back to centre, sinking down into the legs a little, breath in, rising through the legs as we turn to the side. Same again, breath out to sink, breath in to rise, breath out sinking, breath in rising. And back to centre, palms to the front, ready to part the clouds. Bit of spiral through the arms, breath in as we open and breath out. Every time we're breathing in, we're looking for expanding, light, rising, feeling all very yang. And every time we breathe out, heavy, sinking, relaxed, compressing feeling, very yin. Same again with the breath. Breath in to come up and open. Breath out to sink. A little bit of spiral through the arms as well to get the lymph moving through the body. And one more time. Both hands out to the front. Palms down, turning the left arm so the palm is up, turn the body to draw that left hand back to the hip, relax it down, circle it up near your chin, front palm up like you're holding a ball, turn the body to push the ball off that hand as we push through. Try and feel like it's the turn of your body guiding this movement, and not just the arms. As the body turns, one shoulder clearly comes forward, that arm goes forward, the other shoulder comes back, and that arm comes back. And last one. Into rowing the boat, both hands out to the front, palms down, breath out to sink down. Open chest, shoulders, arms all the way down to the palms. Breath in to come up and over. Breath out, heavy sinking. Breath in, light rising. And these moves can all be modified. If your hands won't go up here because you have a shoulder problem or an issue, this move can be done at face height or even at chest height. So every move you can adapt to your own body, okay? Breathing in as you come up. Breathing out as you sink down. And a little bit of a turn to the right to gather a ball. Breath in to roll the ball. Right knee coming up as the hand comes past. And left hand rolling a ball back behind you. This point here, they call the Hergu point, is lining up with a point in the side of your bottom cheek. Breath out as you sink down. Breath in as you roll the ball up. One ball up, one ball back again. The Hergu point lining up with the side of the bottom there. And the Lao Gung point in the centre of the palm. You're feeling open and slightly stretched and pointing directly up to the sky, like we're holding a ball up. Then feet flat, turning, breath in to come up, gazing at the moon, just up to face height, breath out to sink. Make sure your elbows bend as you come up. When the elbows are about the height of the bottom of the ribs, they bend. If they come up straight, your shoulders will pop up like mine have just done. Breath out. We want to keep the shoulders low and relaxed all the time. Training a feeling of softness and relaxation into the shoulders, not training in tension and stiffness. Last one. We get to the top of this one, right palm to the front, turning the body, pressing palms. Breath in as we press, left hand pressing down like it's squashing a ball down beside you. Breath out, sinking a little. Breath in, rising. Breath out, sinking. Same again. Breath in. Breath out. Last one. Into cloud hands. Turning that left palm in towards you. Turning the body. Hands extend out to the side, right one circles up, left one circles down. Again, let your body lead and your arms will follow. Then they accentuate the turn of your body. As the body turns, it drags the arms along, the arms catch up and they accentuate the turn. Always the leading shoulder and hand is up at face height. And the trailing hand is down low. And into scooping up the seat. We're going to cross the right hand under the left wrist, taking a breath in, shifting our weight into our right foot, opening up. And we can do this in a very upright stance, or we can do it with a bend at the hip. So if you're comfortable bending at the hip, you can bend at the hips, scooping down towards your foot just as far as comfortable. Only bend if you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable, stay in the upright position. Stepping in. Same to the other side again. If you prefer to stay upright, letting the tailbone tuck under a little bit, very upright. If you're comfortable with the bend at the hip, breath out, sinking. Breath in, rising. A little bit of a look up at the top of the move. Back to centre, ready to play in the waves. Breath in and breath out. Trying to get a nice round movement here. So you can get a sense of a rock through the pelvis. So the rock of the pelvis helps bring the push up and over. Stepping in, same to the other corner. Breath out, tailbone tucks under as we come forward. Back to centre, palms in, fingers pointed in towards the chest. Breath in to open up, dove spreads its wings. Stepping out, weight comes fully into the front foot. The back heel comes up, stretching the ball of the foot where the bubbling well point is. And breath in as we open, light and rising. Breath out, heavy and sinking. Same again, breath in, light and rising, expanding. And stepping in and turning, same towards the other corner. Breath out, heavy, sinking weight. Comes into the front foot. Breath in, light and rising, weight comes into the back foot. Back to centre, ready to punch. Turning the body, breath in, one fist out to the front, the other one drawing back, turning that over to release back to centre. A little bit of a rise through the legs as we send the punch out, and then same again. Breath in, expand, breath out. And one more time. Extending the fingers, ready for wild goose spreads its wings. Breath in as you come up, coming up on the balls of your feet if you're confident with your balance. Breath out as you sink down. As you come up, make sure the weight is staying evenly spread across the bridge of the foot, so there's weight behind your big toe and there's weight behind the small toe. Make sure it's not riding out to the edges of your feet and your big toe coming up. Again, light, rising, expanding, heavy, sinking, releasing. And one more time. Little bit of a turn to the right, ready to draw circles. Breath in to come up and over, watching your hands the whole way around. This move again, if you're not comfortable bending, you can stay upright like I'm doing this time. If you are comfortable bending, you can bend at the hips as your arms come down. Again, watching the hands as they go up and over. Only bending as far as comfortable. Let the hands go just past the legs, this time back the other way. Breath in as you go up and over, nice and slow. Breath out. Again, you can stay upright if you prefer to be upright. Or if you're comfortable with a bend at the hip, you can bend at the hip. Make this one last one. Straighten up, bringing your weight into your right foot. Bring the left foot in. If you're confident with your balance, you can lift the knee up and the hand up. If you're not so confident with your balance, you can leave the toe on the floor like I'm doing this time. Okay, even if you leave the toe on the floor, make sure all the body weight is in the other leg so it activates the muscles involved there in the balance and stability. So it's called bouncing the ball. You want to make sure also the bottom hand feels like it's gently pressing down. Last one. Into balancing the chi, separating the hands, little bit of a scoop, nice slow breath in, up to about collarbone height, breath out to sink down. Imagine you're scooping up a light feeling through the soles of your feet, pushing it up your body, and then you turn your hands over and you place your hands on a heavy feeling and you push that back down the body. Finding your own rhythm. Always, if you're comfortable with the move, don't stay necessarily in time with me, stay in time with your own natural breathing rhythm, and generally speaking, the slower the better. This one's called balancing the chi or pressing the palms in calmness. It's specifically for calming and centering. And our closing move, sage strokes his beard, gathering the mind and the energy back into the centre of the body. That can be your own energy that you've been circulating around the body, or energy from the environment of the world or even the universe around you. Pressing it into the centre, into the dantian below the belly button. And with the third one, stepping the feet back fairly close together. Hands onto dantian. For women, right hand first, men left hand first, other hand on top. If you're comfortable with your eyes closed, gently close them now. Feel the rhythm of your breathing. Breathing right down into the belly with each in-breath, releasing with each out-breath. See if you can get the feeling that there's a ball or a balloon inflating in your belly each time you breathe in, and each time you breathe out, that ball is shrinking to about the size of a large marble or a ping pong ball in the centre of your belly. Put a smile on your face. Allow yourself to enjoy the feeling of that smile. Feel your whole body respond positively to the feeling of that smile. Breathe it in deeply to fill the ball in your belly. And as the ball shrinks, allow it to compress and store that feeling in your belly so it's there for later on when you might need it. When you're ready, relax hands down. Open up your eyes. Have a little shake out through the body, through the spine, through the legs. Thanks very much for watching, and if you liked it, please do give me a like or a share, and yeah, if you could subscribe to this channel, that would help me out a little bit as well. And yeah, I'll be putting some more videos up very soon. Thanks very much.